This is the time of year where we got to get the yard going for springtime. And actually, we're a little past the time of year. It's kind of hard to tell in the video, but it's getting a little deep. I wanted it to get really bad because there's a YouTube channel called SB Mowing, something like that. I'll link it in the description below. SB Mowing finds really overgrown places and he takes care of them, cleans them all up. It's a good channel. Not only does he do good, satisfying yard work, but he does a nice service for the community. I was hoping if I let mine go long enough, he'd swing by and do it for me. But I'm pretty sure he doesn't live anywhere near here. So it's up to me. So today, to get rid of my boredom, we're gonna go after this yard. The first thing we need to do is patrol for landmines. So we have 2 dogs. Here's some footage of those dogs. Anyway, those dogs aren't allowed in the yard, but we still seem to get landmines from the neighbor dogs. So what we're gonna do today is, take care of those landmines, right? Then we're gonna trim and mow, and I am the lawn enforcement agent. The real crime, we've let the yard go. It is definitely time to clean this up. There's plenty here to choose from for somebody who doesn't let their dogs out in the yard.
19 Sergeant Central. 19 Sergeant.
Well, I got out the trimmer, and we are definitely missing some parts here. So first trip to Home Depot or Lowe's, here we go. Old head off, and now we'll just put this new one on. Now on these, it's actually righty-loosey, lefty-tighty. I know that's probably backwards from what you learned, but on these ones that's the case. When starting this thing, the main thing to watch for is that this is turned on. With the switch like this, it will never go, ever. So it's got to be right there. And then we're going to move a little fuel up into the bulb. And we're going to switch that to cold start and go like this. Oh, this is usually my nemesis, but today it looks like it might go. Spoke too soon. Yeah! just like with driving, check the gas before we go anywhere. And good thing we checked. I don't know if you can see that. Hear that? The bone dry is what it looks like to me. We're not going to get far without putting a little gas in. One of my favorite things to do is try to get most of the gas into the tank. Good if you don't spill it everywhere. I managed to get it everywhere generally, but I think this time's gonna work. Just like the trimmer, this mower hasn't ran since last year. So it's gonna be fun to see how it starts. Also, let's put the gas cap back on. Always a good idea, always. All right. Oh, it wants to. Oh, it wants to so bad. Come on. Maybe it doesn't want to. Come on, you can do it. Aha, we got it. Come on, come on. Second one, there it goes. My microphone had died and I didn't know. So here I am trying to get the grass catcher off the mower. But what you don't know is that I'm telling a whole bunch of hilarious jokes about mowing the lawn. Unfortunately, I can't remember them, so I'm doing this voiceover to fill some of the dead space. Now I'll put the grass catcher back on the mower. Again, dead microphone. While I was mowing this section of the lawn, I was telling a story about the first time I mowed the lawn as a kid. It was scintillating. Unfortunately, I'm not going to tell it again. Sorry. Feels good to be done. At this point, I was talking about how important it is to clean up the neighbor's yard. I'd made a mess in their driveway, and to be neighborly, I wanted to get rid of it. And now here I am pushing along down the front of my yard. I felt like there was too much grass to just blow it out into the street or into the yard, so I wanted to collect it all into a pile and then put it in that bin there on the right. So that's what I did. Here I was talking about how the leaf blower starts really easy because it's powered by a battery and not by a two-stroke engine. I was also talking about how it kind of looks like this is a first-person shooter video game, and that's the barrel of my Type 95 with the 3-round burst sticking out of there. But of course it's just blowing air. Check out how much better it looks now that it's been mowed and the sidewalks have been cleaned up. You're probably wondering how I went so long without knowing the microphone didn't work, and that's because I'm not good at this. Right here I'm just talking about turning on the water to the sprinkler system, and we use this special tool to do it because the valve down there is a little bit tricky, but this thing just slides right over it. You turn it and the system comes on. We got the water turned on to the sprinkler system, and now we got to turn on the actual system. So I'm going to flip this to auto. By the way, I switched out microphones, so we're good. And then I'm going to push enter manual, and that's going to make the system come alive. We got the first set of sprinklers going. These are getting the flower garden. This right here, we've got a problem. This is what I would call the yellow menace. And it looks like I'm starting a dandelion farm. It's pretty bad. We're gonna have to do a little work here. The work we're going to do to take care of that dandelion mess is we're gonna attach this weed killer to this hose. Hello. And then we're gonna spray that yard and see if it doesn't do it. Here's something fun. That's leaking plenty good, isn't it? Making a big mess. Wasting water or watering the lawn. I guess it depends on perspective. And then another fun thing about this hose is we got a little squirter right there. What we're looking for here is just really good coverage.
I have a callback for 86 Central. Negative K, nothing further, just see the cabbie in the corner.
And so the sun sets on another boring project. I like doing the yard early in the season. The first few times the weather's cool, the grass looks nice, but as the summer season wears on, this gets dry and it gets so hot and hard, and it's a burden day after day. I did a lot of work on this today. It's gonna look good. It's gonna take a few weeks. Here's the thing though, it's gonna all come back. A week from now, I'll have to trim and mow, and I've still gotta do mulch in the flower beds and some of that stuff. But it is a good cure for boredom. There's a pretty good way to kill a Saturday. And look how nice the weather is. And the sun setting is nice. And now I'm just kind of talking because I don't know what to say. So I'm just going to say a bunch of stuff, and hopefully something in what I say is usable at the end of this video. I think maybe that should be it for this video.
18 Sergeant Central.